Hi, Cayman. I'm Thumb. I'm going to be your guest today, and welcome to IFO, and welcome everybody to our studio today for our very important episode on independence. Okay, so Cayman, I know that you're currently going to attend 8th grade soon, right?
Yeah.
And you just recently returned from the States.
Yeah, that's true.
And your topic today is independence. And that's a lot to connect. But first of all, let me ask you a bit about your experience when you just returned from the States. So you spent half a year over there, right?
Yeah.
So what was your primary experience in the States? What did it feel like to be there?
When I went there, it didn't really feel like home. It's very bustling and noisy. But in America, it's a little bit more organized, a little bit more calm. It's a lot different than in Vietnam, and you can immediately feel that right when you get there to the airport.
It's very scary to try and strike that balance. Do you have any difficulties when you travel to the States, and because you're in an environment where you're told what to do a lot, but over there you're allowed to do more things? But at the same time, you have to make those decisions for yourself. So is that different for you?
So I think my parents brought up me pretty well. They struck a balance between the very conservative Vietnamese family, which is family tell you what you have to do and what you don't do.
So speaking about family, I mean, you've mentioned that your parents are very well balanced, considering values and like how to let you go, but also at the same time, like they take care of you and they do give you advice and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Right. So is this a picture of your family abroad, or is this taken in Vietnam?
These were taken in Vietnam. Yeah.
But I think when you're traveling abroad and like making such changes, you're in charge of taking care of your own self, right? So how do you manage every day to day? Do you cook for yourself? Do you clean? What do you do?
So in America, I actually developed my cooking hobby. So my mom started teaching me cooking. So there's a picture of me. I believe that is French onion soup.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I started cooking. At first, it was really simple, canh and rice and then started more complicated stir-fried vegetables, and that is steak.
Okay, so that's already very cool. And I can see you painting here also.
Yeah.
Is that your personal hobby? Did you take it up? Why did you take it up?
I kind of needed something to do in COVID, but I've already painted, a few years ago. I had a painting teacher, and I sort of took a break from it for 2 or 3 years, and then in COVID I started painting again, and it was one of the things that interests me in COVID.
It's really interesting because we can definitely see that the COVID break has been a very long break, because your hair is so short in there.
Yeah.
You have such nice long hair now.
Yeah.
And okay, so it's really phenomenal to see like a young man in 8th grade, right? And you already know how to cook, you know 2 instruments, you know how to paint. That is a lot of character in one person. And so I would say people with strong characters, they need to have their own independence, because you have to establish who you are in the world, right? But now that you're in the States and sometimes you have to live alone, what do you feel like about, how do you feel parents affect a child's independence?
So I feel like there are two different approaches parents sometimes take. The Asian strict parent. We met a lot of other Asian parents, and I think a lot of them have done a pretty good job of adapting their kid to America and individualism, and what they want, and letting them face their challenges, or letting them express themselves.
Right. I would definitely say that is a different and also something to learn.
Yeah.